Hello, hello, hello. Let's turn this one on now. Oh yeah, it looks like we're okay. And start broadcasting. How is everyone doing on this Monday? Doing well, I hope. There it goes. All right. Let's reset that and get that rolling. Turn this off. And we will start off with a little conversation, right? My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and this is the Daily Draw. We get together every Monday through Friday for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and we look at different subject matters throughout the week. And the aim of this class is really just to get you in the habit of drawing something every day. That's really the way that we look at it. And each day I've broken the week down into each subject matter, little areas. So on Mondays, we'll always look at something natural. Tuesdays is man-made. Wednesday is something that has to do with the portrait. Thursday is character design. And Friday is, hey, it's the same crowd. And Friday, we look at animals. So, all right, Geraldine and Lana, you're back here, keeping me company. I love having you. Today, what we're going to look at in the next half an hour, you guys are like pros, setting the standard for the rest of us, right? What we're going to look at today is mountaintops, because we're always going to have those mountains, and we don't want to neglect looking at mountaintops. So let's walk into this, and first thing we're going to go in this I've tried to simplify this, so let's think of a pyramid, okay? So if you were to draw the top of a pyramid, you might, ooh, look at that. It would be helpful for me to have a blank page. That you would start off with like a triangle, right? That's easy. We all got that. I love having you guys stalk me. That's all good. And then you might have a little angle coming down like that, right? Easy? That's easy. And let's say that the sun was shining from this direction here, and very lightly you're going to tone in the left-hand side of this pyramid, right? Just like this. Okay, there you go. Look at that. Now let's draw another one right next door, and let's put a flat base on it. Let's go ahead and draw that triangle like this, right? And then hold on. Give it a second. Give it a second. It'll catch up. Okay? Give it a second here. Hold on. In the meantime, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me even though it's frozen? I could sing you a song if you like. I'm not doing it anymore till we all get back green here. Hold on. Hope it will mind you. Oh yeah, here we go. It does. Okay, we'll be live in just a second. I reloaded. Okay. Yep, working now. Excellent. I'm going to give it just a second until I can see the screen on your end fluid. It's still just a little spotty, but I'm going to get some more coffee. Hold on. Okay, looks like we're back. Excellent. Okay, so back over here. So we've got our pyramid here, right? And I drew a secondary pyramid, all right? So this could be considered like a mountain range in a way, all right? So we might have this peak come down here. It might go back up. So we can go ahead. So if you were to add a little bit of a tone here, look at that. Okay, so that's really all we're talking about when when we're talking about mountains here. All right, so let me show you something else. Great. All right, excellent. So let's bring up a mountain here. And now let's just take a second and discuss value. All right, so when you're drawing a mountain with snow, you actually have four values that you're dealing with. Okay. You're dealing with the value of the snow in the sunlight, which is probably going to be the whitest point of the page. Then you're dealing with the value of the snow in shadow. And then you're dealing with the rocks that are in sunlight. And then you're dealing with the rocks in shadow. So you have like four values that you're dealing with. So first thing what I would like to do is let's start off with, all good now. So let's start off with this peak up here, okay? Let's start with the outer outline of this thing. So I'm just going to be focusing this drawing on this area here, okay? So let's see, I'm just going to come up. There's a lot of leeway here. We're going to come up. I'm just going down both sides of it. Okay, so there is the outside line here. Yep, coffee time. All right. So let's, just like what we did with that pyramid, if we have our pyramid over here and we divided it, let's kind of come in down this mountain and sort of divide it. All right, so we're going to come up here. I can see that it like comes right across the line there. I'm going to come down. I'm just kind of following the ridge line down here, okay? Trying to decide what's on one side and what's on the next. Okay, now I'm going to drop 2 tones. I'm going to drop actually just the 1 tone. This is going to be the snow in the shadowed, the value of the snow in shadow. Okay, so it's going to be light. Don't go too dark on me here. All right, come on back. Come on back, cringe gotcha. Just very consistent. Trying to make this as an even tone as possible. She's back. That was quick. Try and keep this as even as possible. Okay, now I'm going to go into the area, this area here that's in the sunlight, and I'm just going to add the shape of some of these other shadows that I see. Same value. I'm looking very careful here. Okay, so that's my snow. That's my snow on the sunny side and my snow on the dark side. Let's go ahead now and start to put in some rocks. But remember, the value of your rocks has got to be consistent in the shady side. So, and they're going to be a little bit lighter on the snowy side. You could also think of these things almost as like tiger stripes, if that would help you think of how these things would look. Now when I'm doing this, I'm also like switching I'm looking at the negative shape and the positive shape. I'm constantly jumping back and forth, looking at shapes. What's the shape? What's the shape of the snow in its negative form? What's the shape of a shadow in its negative form? It's very similar to drawing like hair, where you have to really concentrate at what you're drawing. Oh, great. I'm glad. Oh, well, Cringe Gotcha. We are always here for you. What I'd like to do eventually is figure out a way where we could look at each other. I could look at your work live during the live stream as well. Then we can draw a little bit, and then if someone wanted me to take a look at their work, I think something like that's coming. I have an idea. So okay. So you can see I'm just slowly working this mountain, thinking of its facets, okay? Being very careful to make sure that my rocks that are on the sunny side aren't nearly as dark as they are in the shadow. Remember, you have four tones we're dealing with. And then what you want to do is you want to put the outline of the mountain in. Then come into your outline and divide it down to your major sides. And then you're going to add the tone of what it looks like in the shadowed side of your snow. Oh, such nice things. Thank you. Well, I only tend to attract the best of the best. So Cringe, you're right there. You belong with us. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over and pick up another mountain picture here, okay? And you could come back if you are signed up for the class, the daily draw. You have access to all of these pictures. So yeah, check that out. All right, let's get into this mountain here. All right. In fact, let's do this. Oh, we could do that in a Zoom meeting. I think also, which it's possible in the site that I use to host, I could do it live in the class itself. But we'll hit that up later, Lana. But that's a great suggestion. Thank you. Okay, let's get this mountain in. All right. So let's come in first with this outline. Oops. Okay. All right, let's get this outline here. Oh, you'll get there. It's cringe. It's not. It's not a mystery. You could get there. Just takes time. That's the only thing that separates me from everyone else. It's just I've just put in a little bit more time than the rest of you. But I think with my help and just you're practicing on a regular basis, I could get you there a lot faster than it took me. I made a lot of mistakes, and I think I can help you go a little faster. So all I'm doing is just kind of outlining the shadowed areas here. And the next thing I want to do is come in here with that even tone. Now, just what time is it? All right, we still got about 10 minutes or so. So come in here with that even tone. This is going to be the shadow of the snow. Cringe, you should join, if you have Facebook, you should join our Facebook group. With your YouTube name, you might even be part of it, and I don't even know. So, but we have a great group, great community of people there that are chatty and want to help each other out quite a bit. It's a nice group. Of course, all the meanies we've kicked out, so. Okay, so let's think of shards of coming to a peak here. Okay, so let's come in here and redefine some of these lines. Okay, got a nice rock down here in shadow, right? Surface lines, trying to really separate one side from the other by a nice even tone. Look at this, you got those dark rocks that start to pop up down here. some of my lines I'm trying to get to follow the surface of this mountain here. Really, really looking closely at these rock surfaces, and I'm thinking of, as I'm putting my value down, I'm thinking like, is this in the shadow or is this in light? Should this be dark or should this be light? Should this be medium? Those are the thoughts that are going through my mind. Should this be dark? Should it be light? Is it a soft edge? Or is it a hard edge? What's the surface? Good. That's how we do it. So I'm just thinking of these things as shards going up in the right direction, making sure where are these rocks? Are they light side or dark side? John says, in this case, I also like to think about how the snow might slide down the face. Yes. Noticing what dark sections are. Yes, that's good. I like that. That is a good point. Okay, it's also, I'm really squinting at this drawing here to get some of these values. So that's going to help me as well. Okay, so let's see here. So we start, you're going to start with the outline shape. Then you're going to come in and try and establish the main boundary of the shadowed side and dark side. Then once you establish that, you might come in even and establish where maybe some light's peeking in on the dark side. And then you're going to drop in this with one even tone. Yep. All right. And then we go into detail and we make sure that a mountain, generally speaking, has 4 tones. Okay, you have the snow that's in the direct light, and then the snow that is in shadow. Then you're going to have the rocks. You have rocks that are in the light, and then rocks that are in shadow. And I like what John said. You can think of even like I call them surface lines, but you can also think of like what is the direction of the snow going? All right, so directional. Directional surface. All right, that should do it for today. I think you have earned yourself your dinner tonight. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. This is the Daily Draw, and we were taking a look at mountains today. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and the chat has been wonderful. Teresa, you snuck in there and said a hello to all, and I don't know if I saw that. Lana chimed in. Who else? Did I miss anyone? John came in early. Oh, and Geraldine. Geraldine started us off with a good evening. Okay. Don't want to forget that. We'll see you guys later. Okay. Have a great rest of your day wherever you're at. We'll see you tomorrow at the Daily Draw as we look at something that is man-made. Okay. Go out there. Make your day great. Bye-bye.